either. Trust me, Nagai, I'd love to piece you out, but I have other important issues to tend to. Horde Unity is nice, but I'll be getting plenty of that. It's not worth the money currently. Oh, right, I didn't deal with Perm, did I? It's not cored yet, that's why. Unless Uzbek pieces out or one of these provinces gets taken back, I can't actually take anything here, which is a real shame. At least Uzbek is still my good friend. And then there's the good old Ottomans. They would never stab me in the back, right? Could even marry them, since I am... Okay, I have a marriage with Chagatai, and that's about as far as it goes. But it might be an idea to marry the Ottomans. I do really want to keep them to not rivaling me. Besides, what's the harm? Okay, a pretty terrible Kagana is the harm, and a slight hit to my Diplo every now and then. But that's acceptable. I stuck units on here because I wasn't sure if my friend there would actually keep the siege going. But it helps the war effort when he does. Alright, Timmy, it's been fun, but you've really got to get rid of those units. And I can support those tribes on Boxing Day. And I will, because I really don't like what they're doing to my everything. There we go. And just in time for this siege to be finished as well. This is all very well and good. And that means Nagai is going to give me land and money, and they'll join a coalition, they swear on their mum. Well, I'm watching. Much better. Let's clear up that disgusting stuff we had there. Burn it to the ground. I think those were the only two provinces that were burnable there. Aye. Relatively cheap to get it all done as well, which is fantastic. Trade efficiency would be nice, but I'm really not making the money on trade. I'm not sure it's worth buying you when my money is what it is, but I will anyway. You know, he might pay for himself after a while if I just upgrade Bashgrid with his dip powers. So did I take anything that's inside a state of mine? Is Utfa one? No, it is not. No, I don't think anything. No, there are these two. What, for real? These were part of a state I already had? No, it's not. I'm just imagining things, but that's nothing new. We'll finish those and get cores and all that jazz. Moskva and Suzdal, not unexpected, but still unpleasant. Timurids are still a touch busy, but we are kind of as well. I need to go and save my subject. I'm not going to be having any of his shenanigans while this is going on. Uzbek's armies seem to have disappeared. Okay, no, they're over there on the roll. Yeah, give us that Horde unity, please. Jake, will you show any love to Ramazan when the patch comes out? I do already love Ramazan. I don't know what you're getting at. Iraqi separate. What are they doing over there? Not even kidding. What are they doing over there? So Timmy has decided that wandering into my land is in his best interests. I hope soon I can decide that getting Miltech 7 is in my best interests. Now this war, there's plenty I'd love to take if only I had any access to it. But the Uzbeks did a great job in keeping us away from it. Truly a great job. Okay, you know what? You are not doing what you act like you're doing. Worst case scenario, I could make a few mercs and deal with this. Karagihilnu's going into war with Tabaristan. Tabaristan alone, that's no big deal for me. Get away. Okay, good. Perm is done. So again, no revolts, s'il vous plaît. That also means like no real cores, but I don't have much of a great tax base anyway. Hun again is asking how I'm doing. I'm doing great, thanks. That's peace from Uzbek. Which means I can make my peace. And he didn't take Samarkand. Sadly, I can't take Samarkand, but there's plenty of good land around here that I would quite like anyway. Let's be honest, Chagatai, you barely lifted a finger. I will give you a province, maybe two, a province, and you'll be happy. I just want land that I can burn down here. This land is pretty good for it. If I can take forts of his, well, you already took Bukhara. Samarkand would be the jewel, though. Like, this land is so good. And I drag from Samarkand anyway. And that is way over what he's willing to give me, but... Okay, there is work to be done here. And Chagatai won't stay in this war for long. Okay, but I gotta save my subject first. That fort won't hold forever, and the last thing I want is that land going back to them. Uzbek aren't happy, probably because they want land that I say I want. I mean, I don't have to keep saying I want this land for myself. It doesn't really matter anymore now that they're gone. It's crocodile tears from Timurids. This is pretty bad. Hopefully they... Oh my! There's plenty of revolting from you. That's not good. I need him to not explode here. Fortunately, those revolts are pretty small. I can take care of them. It's just so's my army. You guys can go over there. And I would actually like to rely a bit more on mercs over here. It's not like I have professionalism to worry about right now. So you can join up with the other stack and kick some ass together. Oh dear. It's all coming at once. And he's also sitting on some Ryazani Oh, the peasants are about to pop as well. Okay. So there's some fighting to be done. I can dig that. Let's leave behind some non-merc guys. Actually, it'd be nice to leave behind all non-merc guys, so that only mercs take the front here. They'll be fine. When did you start streaming, Jake? Oh man, was it 4 years ago? 5 years ago? It was quite some time. Alright, nice to see that Chagatai is working on Samarkand there. I just don't know how Timurids are still surviving as a state. Sadly, those battles won't be helping me out much. Alright, we can just move in and take this stuff. We don't have great units, but what you gonna do? Generals, rather. We do not have great generals. Well, that's Chagatai at the war. That means I don't have to give him stuff, but it also reduces the influence I have over demanding things. Could just take Samarkand later. This still cuts off Uzbek something rotten, but he won't be very happy with that. And I might still want him when I fight Muscovy, for example. Okay, ignoring the minus 4,000 for truce, multiple wars, war started, blah blah blah. I would possibly be able to get him into... Oh no, minus 400 as well. Yeah, that's not happening. So the question is, how worthwhile is this for me? Also, Tabaristan. I wonder if they would like their coffers lightened. Who's got loads of money for me to take other than Ming? Tabaristan have 366 ducats that I think they would look better without. There's a case for me taking Golistan, despite it being Shia. I mean, I like this land because it's good to burn, but let's consider alternatives here. That really isn't a very good bit of eating into Timmy. I could probably do better if I held out a bit more. But I don't know. I do not want to prolong this war, and he's already exhausted. "5 years and you still haven't reached 0 viewers yet." I've been trying, you know. "Fabricate a claim on them with your 1 billion lazy diplomats, Jake." That would take too long. That would take way too long. Plus I can show superiority, which I probably won't be able to do. He probably doesn't even have an army right now. Would still be nice to take that money. Oh, but he's got a fort in both provinces? That doesn't seem worth my time. Also, if Karakiunlu subjugates him, then I fight Kara and Uzbek as well, since they're allied. There's a lot of nasty things to consider there. Burn down Tabaristan, make them into a vassal. I got a couple of subjects already. Not sure I'm looking for more. Right, Muscovy is still married to Denmark, which is a problem. They could yet get that alliance back, so I might not be done with the overreaching threat of the Kalmar Union. I need to clear these guys up and think what to do with Timmy, because this is a really underwhelming peace offer. 3, 3, 3, 3. You know, I'm here to burn, not take 3 development provinces. So maybe the way to go is down this way, like steer away from the Shias, stick to the Sunnis. I mean, this isn't awful, but it's not great. At least it's something to burn. I'd like to take their fort as well, though. Burn that one to the ground, so I don't have to worry about it later on. That might not be too bad. It's ugly, but it sends a message. In the meantime, though, I have some people to kill. Oh, Muscovite separatists. So I don't want them in my country, so they're probably going to come over to my country. Over to Nizhny Novgorod, if I had to guess. But I don't like those Muscovite separatists either. There's a lot not to like here. Yeah, they're going up to Nizhny. I'd get there in November, September, October, November. I doubt I'd even make it in time. Hell, that province is going to revolt anyway. Let's save Moscow while we're here. Although, you guys might be able to save it in time. You're only foot troops, though. Yeah, regular manpower-y foot troops. But foot troops nonetheless. On you get, lads. Oh, Jesus. At least this should be the last I ever have to face off against his rebels. Missionary strength is unnecessary, so we'll just let there be some nasties there. Okay, I don't like him taking back the war goal. That's pretty awful news. And he's managed to spring an army out of nowhere, which is further bad news. We're getting somewhere with that. Still, I need to fight you on separate terms and then take on the Uzbeks on my own. Which means I need to dissolve that alliance, but that also means I need a new alliance. It's all pretty bad. This is also pretty awful. I mean, I could do it another way to get Herat, but then I don't have this border here, which is what I do really want. Well, we at least have a tick of the month to think about it. Oh, these are revolts, that's why. Yeah, forget it. Okay, well, Ottomans are killing Karakyunlu, and Uzbek have dishonored, so that's an excellent opportunity to fight Uzbek. So that alliance of ours is dead in the water so that I can fight Uzbek in 5 years. Means I have no allies, which is awful. I might be able to get Chagatai back, but that's a while away, because he hates me for dishonoring. Okay, oh, he's getting more and more rebels though. How is he even keeping me away from what I want here? He's gonna break up unless he manages to pull something out here. He's got rebel hell going on. Jake rejecting free things now? What? I'm not reforming. Annex and take the money. Raise, return core. I'm pretty sure what killed Lithuania was that military access. It allowed Muscovy to send fire into... Yeah. Lithuania's probably regretting what they've done now, but they're not losing by a lot. Which is good, I guess. And you're not going to make it there in time, so don't even worry about it. At least it's not fortified. I really need to think about this one, though. I need to peace out Timmy here and now, but this land is just not what I was wanting. But the ability to fight Tabaristan isn't really worth it anymore, so... What is? Taking all his money would actually be quite nice. It's not what I came for, but I'd get something, right? That's actually a pretty swell amount of money to get, and since Timmy are going to die, this will allow me to attack whatever pops out of him. Of course, it also means that these rebels are going to pop into my land as well, but those are Iraqis. What are they even doing here? Korzanis will want to go into Korzani cores, which are all of this anyway. But he could just enjoy that. Nothing saying I have to deal with him. I'll leave him for him. Or there's a consideration of going for Timmy core lands, which wouldn't enjoy all those revolts going on. Cherry and Merv together are good picks. There's quite a lot of thinking going on, but hey, that's what I do. I think lots. That's why I come out on top. Just grab Kizisul and Golstan for money. I'm not liking the idea of fighting Tabaristan anytime soon. It's going to mince my... Well, I could send mercs there. But also Karakyun... Well... there's a lot of considerations there. But I like this. It gives me land to burn and easy access to... Well, if Afghanistan spits out, that's right there. If Khorasan spits out, that's right there. If Persia spits out, that's right there. There's a lot of things to be able to latch onto if I take this. Nowhere near as much as I'd wanted to take, but it'll have to do. Great. Now, sadly, I can't just rival Uzbek, but I can dissolve that alliance. I'm not interested in them having that. But are they friendly with anybody? They won't be friendly with Timurids. They already rivaled Chagatai, and I doubt they'll make any friends over here. It's neutral with the Ottomans as well. So yeah, time for you to go. It's a shame though, because I built up a lot of favors that I could have used at some point, you know. Not fighting Muscovy, but fighting someone in the future. 10 years away from being able to fight you again. It's a good thing to keep in mind. Alright, so this land I just took. It's really gotta burn. It's nice to get that Horde unity as well. Take and release Khorasan. No, I'm not interested in having vassals take this. I want to just take and burn. Is there any reason not to just burn this stuff down right now? Because I'm not seeing it. Burny, burny, burn. These two can't be burnt. And then it's time to core the rest. That's all well and good. I'm going to take a very quick water break. I will be right back. Alright, much better. And what isn't better is my manpower. Thankfully we actually have a bit of an economy to support some mercs, and once we stop paying off corruption, we should be able to turn a good profit, really. You guys help out with that subject there, he's having a hard time. Speaking of a hard time, he's not the only one having it. I wonder if these guys will return back to here. I doubt they'll just stand around there. Okay, Lithuania cedes 2 provinces to Muscovy. That's not great for me because it strengthens Muscovy a little bit, and Muscovy may well fight Novgorod. Now could be the time to actually proclaim a guarantee on Novgorod, since Muscovy may fight them. Now would give me an opportunity to fight Muscovy defensively. It could backfire, somebody else could fight Muscovy, Novgorod, or Muscovy could pull in Denmark. No, they can't, they're not allied. Okay, well, still going to proclaim a guarantee on you. And I'm going to build a spy network on Muscovy so that I know if he's going to be pulling the trigger on anybody anytime soon. My army is in shambles here. By all means, he should probably be attacking me. No military access for you, Timmy. Korzani separatists are probably going to crawl into my country. Well, it's my country now. Lithuania cancelled military access, but that's kind of to be expected. How much debt does Muscovy have? They don't really guarantee anyone, so there's no easy way for me to check there. But when it comes to sheer number of loans, Muscovy have 13 loans. Also, Caucasia embraced. Okay, feudalism, that's a joke and a half. Well, I mean, Caucasia is a joke and a half. As expected, those guys are moving on out, so you folks should take back... Well, you should be in a position to take back Nizhny. It's lacking so much manpower, it's unreal. Alright, so Kashmir is now gunning down Timurids in the name of independence. So yes, we are about to see the dissolving of the Timur state. It's a shame that you got Kirva and Bukhara. In fact, Uzbek got some pretty nifty land here. 12, 9, and 15, and 7 development. That's going to strengthen the Uzbeks in ways I don't want to admit. They still want to be my friend, which is kind of sad, but I'm going to have to fight them, even if it costs me stab for that royal marriage. At least they're not allied with Karakiyunlu. That would be bad for me. I want to... Well, I have maneuver, so these guys should die. Should die. Especially with a shock phase like that. So, let's take everything back, stop worrying about revolts so much, even Nizhny Novgorod is going to revolt on me, and then try to worry about what comes next. I need to fight Uzbek. Depending on tech, it will be an easy fight or a difficult fight. Institutions are a bit of a pain here. It's spreading ever so slowly into my country. Well, Crimea isn't looking too bad. Even though it's a slow thing to spread within a horde. My army's in shambles, my economy is still getting on track one way or another. But we can be okay. Also, there's all these rebels to worry about. Like I said, Timurid state is about to break up. Hopefully. And then we can pick away at the corpse. It's an option to fight Sibir. Uzbek would not help them. Which means I could just... Sibir, how much money do you have? I guess I could check by country. Sibir. I mean, you've been safe for a long time. It's time to visit the Bank of Sibir. I'll toss them an insult so they know we mean business. They appear to be quite upset. Well, no kidding. Get over there. That's probably the closest province to it. And there's no river crossing there. Good. I want to be sure that it's not one of those they will defend them in a moment situations. Jake, will you have enough time to integrate Ryazan? I don't need to. Subjects count. Uzbek will join them if their attitude towards me changes. Ardalan, I like them, so I would like to give them access, but I won't. I should just pull the trigger now. Hopefully he doesn't waste all his money on troops, but I don't want to risk this going pear-shaped. And another way to look at it is that if I fight him, Uzbek would join in. I might even want Uzbek to join in, depends if he gets any allies. Nah, let's not look at it like that. Let's take one in the hand, something the bush. But I really want to get in position beforehand, so he doesn't spend all his... No, I have an idea. I'll just declare the war. Uzbek don't join in, because they're nice like that. And he immediately starts building units, which is a shame. Hopefully he's not wasting all of his money there. And let's not activate all these forts, it's unnecessary, although Kazan, you never know. I'm still not going to activate it though. But yes, I want all your money, my friend. Sadly, it seems you spent quite a bit of it, and I might as well take your province because it's a nice one to burn. Oh, nice. And subjects, much as I love you, you can just do your own thing. I don't really care right now. Is he running off there because it's safe? I mean, his home is certainly not safe. Very hard gold rush achievement means Jake needs to reach gold cap before 50. Come on. Ooh, renegotiate the price due to him being a fierce negotiator. That's my kind of hard bargaining. Thank you. Oh my, Uzbek. Uzbek's still a big and strong beast. I should consider other alliances. Oirat might be alright because they are, they're already a main tributary. But I should have checked for other alliances before this war started. Okay, it's all fun and games, but stop spending all your money. I want that money. It's all fun and games till somebody spends all your money. Alright, subjects, you're really not needed here. Could you just go back home and rest? Easy money. Get rid of the mercs, and we're all happy. Oh, except wrong way around. I want the sieging guy to be there. And with Georgia nicely placated, I can almost